Hi guys!
Hey guys.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Adrian. I'm Nick.
And today we're reviewing
Suicide Squad.
the extended cut. Welcome to the Fandom Bar. Okay, so clearly we don't have Adrian here. Instead we have...
Nick!
And what do you do for a living, Nick?
I'm an in and out actor. Like, in and out sometimes when there's...
You're a porn actor?
I'll change my name with a different, outfit, but so no one knows who it's me, but yeah, check it out. I have no reference to it.
No reference,
no.
Fair enough. Well, instead of that,
yeah,
today we'll be reviewing the extended edition of Suicide Squad, which is why we didn't actually release a kind of review when Suicide Squad first came out, because I loved it, but I needed to wait. As soon as I knew that there was going to be a director's cut, I was like, nah, I need to see the full thing before we start giving out a review.
Yeah.
And we have our in-house resident Joker. What did you think of the film?
Oh, I loved it. I love what DC is doing. Just got my BBS shirt here to show my support. I like that they're different to Marvel and what they're doing, which is nice. And I went to watch the film in theaters 3 times.
Only 3?
With different people that hadn't seen it, so I had that excuse to go with it. Actually, I saw The Dark Knight Rises 8 times.
I'm pretty sure I have made Suicide Squad about 5% of their sales, because I went every week and every day in the first 2 weeks, and then every week while it was out, and it had a runtime of 10 weeks, wow. Even more.
Well, that's great. I hope they sort of continue what they're doing. I don't want them to sort of deviate from what people say. I want them to sort of show us what they're going to do in the future. I want them to have their vision and just do it. So
the movie is basically Harley Quinn and the other gangers, which is how I view the film. But no, it's actually so somewhere in it's because part of the DCEU, but you see different things of 52s and stuff like that, origin stories from the characters. So we've got Amanda Waller, who is played by Winona Davis, Viola Davis. Sorry, anyway. Thank you. And so she wants to assemble a team for her own intrinsic purposes, but for the most part, she says, Superman's died. What are we going to do if the next, metahuman who's as powerful as Superman doesn't kind of share their ideals? And by their ideals, it's the US ideals. What if, the people they're fighting their wars against had their own Superman that they used to fight wars? Yeah. So her idea was to create this team of supervillains. And
some metahumans, some sort of just well-known baddies.
Psychopaths.
Yes.
And keep them under control with the help of one of the metahumans, the Enchantress, who's a witch.
But that didn't work out, did it?
No, it did not. So, after assembling the team, the Enchantress managed to break away and free her brother. Started this whole big fight in Midway City, and so Amanda has no choice but to call out for the Suicide Squad, as they so aptly name themselves.
Yeah. They wanted to sort of, bang it home, saying we're the bad guys.
You don't get to forget that they're the bad guys.
No, you
so
won't.
Our team's made up of Deadshot, who's kind of the unofficial official team leader, Harley Quinn, Diablo, Captain Boomerang,
Slipknot for
all of 2 minutes.
Such a good scene.
And Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, yes.
And kind of on an offside third-party type, not really a villain, more of a hero, is Katana.
Oh, beautiful Katana. She didn't get enough screen time.
Calm down.
That's the saddest thing. Anyway.
So we basically follow them into Midway City, where they have to fight their way through the city. Enchantress has made these minions.
Yes.
Who are just gross.
They're heads,
bubbly
eyes everywhere. It's creepy because it's constantly moving
real gross.
It's great.
So eventually they make it through. There's a couple of bumps here and there, things to kind of drive the plot more. We find out more stories about our crew, like the cast and that, like how they became the way that they are, and eventually face off against Enchantress and win and save the day.
It's hard when you have an ensemble cast of different characters that have never seen the light of day in a big studio movie. So you sort of have to introduce them in certain ways, so they get their screen time, they get their sort of story out, except Slipknot. But they have to sort of juggle that. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I think they did very well. I mean, of course, I wanted one more extended cut. Yeah, you know, like of more scenes.
So it was hours of scenes cut from the movie, which happens in all movies, but unfortunately, DC has a habit of catering to a very specific group who actually shot down David Ayer's first movie because they had reshoots for weeks.
Right, yeah.
Almost the length of the movie. And so that was like, everyone was like, there was rumors circulating because Deadpool had just come out and it was the first R-rated superhero film, but it worked because it was funny and people had been bashing Batman vs Superman because there wasn't an overall like light tone to it. It was all just like
You're just facing the consequences of such godlike events.
So you had a movie which could potentially be very fun, light and dark-hearted as well. And unfortunately, David Ayer's first draft of the movie that he had cut and edited and put together didn't please the people who had the first view of it and said that no, we want something much more lighthearted, which eventually got cut down to what we saw in the movies. But people really, once they heard why the first movie got cut, they really wanted to see it, and it ended up being they cut for all the wrong reasons. So, one of the main things, and that we differ on, is Joker and Harley's relationship. I don't necessarily hate the Suicide Squad, like the way that Harley and Joker are together in this film, but for those of us who do follow like the animated series and the comics and the game, even the games, everything that's been brought together and presented to us, Harley and Joker do not have a healthy relationship. Well, not at least one that's portrayed in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, what I liked about it, I mean, I do appreciate, her sort of creation from the animated series and her progression from to comic books to animated stuff, as you said. I've always felt, even from the beginning, that I wish there was much more of not like a normal relationship that you would find, in some domestic home, but sort of like how villains would have a relationship that wasn't just sort of like Joker sort of just slapping her around and only having her around when she's useful in certain plans. I took away from this film as like, yes, I mean, you see that he loves her and wants her around. I think that the scene when he's like asking his bodyguard where is she, it really feels that he might have had maybe suicidal tendencies then, like really depressed. Like that's what I got from that scene. And his whole mission in the film is to find her, to rescue her, because he can't live without her in his life. Which that really spoke to me for that character. And I love the dynamic and how they sort of, the potential where they can go of them sort of just causing mischief and chaos everywhere in the world, but like laughing all the way with destruction behind them. That's what I would love to see and hope that they continued in my perspective.
Yeah, my issue is that Joker is known for being, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about people or their feelings, and that doesn't, there's a slight extension made for Harley, but not enough that it's like a real healthy relationship. And those people who haven't seen anything else or haven't seen any of the other media who just go, I want a relationship like Harley and Joker.
I get that.
There's got to be some thought behind it. Like there's one in one of the comic books, Commissioner Gordon has a detective that he's quite fond of. He married her, was his second wife and that. And Joker took babies hostage,
Right.
like young infants, and just tossed a baby at her.
Sure.
Because she was the only person to have ever gotten him at gunpoint. She could have killed the Joker, but he tossed a baby at her. She caught the baby, and then the Joker shot her and left her dead body with babies just crawling all around it. Like, he's not a very
I feel that
heartfelt person.
the good thing about comics and with any adaptation with any character, they can sort of delve into different aspects of this character. I like in this one, he's still crazy, he's still chaotic, but he does have that sort of partner in crime and the real
It's more of a
definition
gangster feel, Bonnie Clyde type thing.
I really appreciate that, to sort of have that sort of you can go back and forth between the two people, but you always have the original concept of that relationship. But even further than that, other aspects of the film I really enjoyed. I mean, the actor who played Rick Flag, that his name escapes me, but he was the RoboCop, which I
in
guess
2014.
Sorry, yes, I have to distinguish. Which was fine. I mean, himself, I really like his. He can play angry so well. Just the way he sort of stares, and I'm very convinced that this guy you don't want to mess with. He's a tough guy, and his riff between him and Deadshot is pretty interesting and funny at the same time. Yeah, but going through that, I thought was he was someone that I think could progress and do more. But
Well, going into Suicide Squad, because it's not actually the first adaptation of Suicide Squad on film, so we had the animated Attack on Arkham, which Mark Hamill did the voice for the Joker. Everyone came back for that.
actually, sorry, I think it's his replacement in Batman Origins game, Troy Baker, that does the Joker in that animated.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he does a good job. Mark Hamill does a good job, and John DiMaggio does a good job. But so we've seen that kind of team there, and you know going in that really the only people who are safe are Deadshot, Boomerang, and Harley. So everyone else was fair game, and pretty much like we had Diablo die and Slipknot within the first 2 minutes. Who was that guy? No one knows.
Like
It's a mystery.
He was the only one that didn't get a backstory.
He didn't get a backstory.
Like, I'm sure it was written, but like
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they filmed backstories for all of them. I think he's got cut for.
And I think he got captured by Wonder Woman. That's what I heard. That's his story. But yeah.
Ropes, man.
Yeah.
The guy's got a thing for ropes.
But yeah.
So, but yeah, overall it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Obviously, I went just so many times.
Yeah.
They knew me. We'd go in. What's up? Suicide Squad? Same theater? Yeah. Walked in.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm looking forward to what happens next.
yeah, really excited. I think Margot Robbie and David Ayer are back on for
the Gotham Sirens.
Which would be exciting.
Yeah.
I really hope Poison Ivy gets another shot on the big screen.
Yeah.
And Catwoman, I guess. So no idea who'll be playing those, seeing as the Nolan verse is out, and we've got this part of the DCEU.
I am worried. I haven't heard anything about the Joker at all. Like nothing about that, which is for me sad. They've already gone into the next Batman movie as Deathstroke being the villain for that, and I know we've seen the Joker too many times, but we haven't seen this Joker and Ben Affleck, bump heads. Like, I want to see that. I want to see these two contrasts go at it. Like, it would just be amazing. I think that would be really good.
I was disappointed that, and that Jared didn't have as much time as the trailers made out in the movie. And he was disappointed. He was quite upset that, he didn't get... They shot hours of footage and they only used... Even the extended cut, it's only 13 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Next to nothing. And that was only 2 extra scenes of Joker.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, he'll be in it more. People were a bit up and down about him, how he was. People are still not over Heath Ledger. And I think that's a bit dodge, because it's like...
Yeah, I mean, that was that universe. I mean, people always compare, especially with the Joker, they always go back to Heath Ledger. But they don't understand that that's its own universe.
Yeah.
And he can't be topped. Well, you know, it's
I
always...
think that's different.
Yeah.
There's probably some people who think Jack Nicholson did a better job than Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker was more human in a way, I guess, in the fact that like he was just like, I'm just here to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Whereas this Jared is insane. Like he's properly insane. Does things based on, you know, what he's feeling at the time rather than a thought out plan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see more of him.
I hear no love for the Cesar Romero Joker
Cesar
crowd,
Romero was great.
but all the young kiddies are not well established in that Batman lore. But
probably not.
No, they wouldn't get that. It's almost a parody. If you look at it now, that sort of interpretation of
But
Batman.
Nolan's paid homage to Cesar Romero with the masks.
Sure, yeah. Yes, you're right. Yes, that scene with the bank robbing.
Yeah.
But it was all in all 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. I'm gonna go 11 out of 10 for this one too. It was just quality.
Yeah.
I want to see more.
And if Adrian was here, he would give it 11 out of 10 because he loved it as well. I can vouch for that. Don't come and kill me, Adrian.
He loved it. He wasn't as obsessed as I was. Every time I said let's go, he'd be like, again. I think he went twice, and once was because we won free tickets, so he had to go.
Wow, lucky.
Yeah, at the IMAX, it was great.
Oh my god, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, now that the IMAX is gone.
Really?
Yeah, they knocked it down.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been living under a rock. I mean,
you have been.
Oh my god.
There won't be another IMAX until 2019. Which means we can't see episode 8 of Star Wars in 70mm. In IMAX, at least. But there's other places. It's just not as good.
Get your game on, Sydney.
Anyways, thank you for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, no problem. Hopefully we will see this face more. He's fun to talk to, even if his opinions are wrong.
You're wrong.
No. I am the law.
I am the law. It's Taylor versus Nick. Extended cut coming soon.
So like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out our Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat. We'll put all the links down below. Are my hands even here? I don't know where they are anymore. Down below somewhere.
I see him. I like that one. Yeah, click that one.
Alright, thanks guys. Bye. Hey guys, did you like that review? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Join us on Facebook, our Twitter, our Snapchat, so you can see all the behind the scenes stuff of this. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and don't forget our next one is Rogue One, which was awesome. Hey guys.
Hello.
This isn't like sultry 70s let me fuck you with my voice. Be polite and friendly and open.
Sorry, you said hello. I thought.
So hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Taylor.
Okay.
I'm Nick.
All right.
Welcome
But
to
I'm Nick.
For God's sake.
Go, you lead it. Ready? And go.